Hallo kijkers en welkom na vandag se episode van Erongo Talk. My naam is Precious Nietenapel, julle aanbieder. Ons bring vir julle die nuus, die weer en Grampie vertel vir ons wat die vis heel moontlik gaan byt. In ons onderhoudsegment gesels ons met die hoof uitvoerende beampte van Oryx Properties Ben Jooste en hy vertel vir ons oor die maatskappy se koop.
Hallo kijkers en welkom bij vandagse episode van Erongo Talk.
I'm your host Nicanor Nangolo.
I am your host Frida Molotu.
I'm your host Sheldon Johannes.
Sit gerust terug en geniet hierdie episode met ons.
We didn't count them out. We know they played against Grootfontein.
Die weer is mooi en so hier om hier te wees.
Ondersteun ons. Ons gaan julle trots maak.
In vandag se nuus, plaaslike tandartse is verenig deur die gemeenskaplike doel om gratis tandheelkundige ondersoeke en noodsaaklike mondgesondheidsopvoeding aan die inwoners van Walvis Bay te verskaf. Frida Moloto het hierdie verslag vir ons saamgestel.
My name is Dr. Kalumbu, a dentist and the HOD of the Dental Department at the Walvis Bay State Hospital. The Ministry of Health is holding an oral health awareness campaign which started on the 11th of September and it's running all the way to the 15th of September under the theme Be Proud of Your Mouth for Your Happiness and Your Well-Being. As the dental department in Walvis Bay State Hospital, we are carrying out our campaign throughout the town of Walvis Bay. We started going out yesterday on Monday on the 11th of September. We were at Swakopmund Stadium, just outside of the stadium. Today, which is the 12th of September, we are right here at June's Mall holding our campaign. And tomorrow we will be in town just by MetLife Plaza, close to ShopRite. And on Thursday, we are going to be at the Narrowville Park, just outside, close to the clinic and just opposite to the community hall. And on Friday, we will be holding our closing ceremony, which is going to take place at the training center in Swakopmund. And we are going to have the likes of our governor, the Erongo governor, His Excellency Mr. Andre Neville is going to be there. We are going to be having the mayor of Walvis Bay, Mr. Forbes is going to be there, and as well as our director of the Ministry of Health and Social Services, the Erongo director, Mrs. Anna Jonas, is going to be a part of it. Our chief dentist as well is going to be a part of it. Our SMO, Dr. Govab, as well as the DCC members of the Walvis Bay State Hospital are going to be a part of it as well. So the reason for the campaign is really just to give out oral health education to the community, to engage our community and impart them with knowledge on how the dentist can be a help to them. So this is really what we are doing as the ministry, and we come and be a part of this campaign that is ongoing. And thank you very much.
Inwoners word natuurlik aangeraai om gebruik te maak van hierdie gratis diens. Die munisipaliteit van Walvis Bay het reeds in 2022 'n missie aangepak om groot padkruisings met pavleistene te rehabiliteer.
Volgens die munisipaliteit is hierdie tipe rehabilitasie genoodsaak deur die eksponensiële toename in swaar voertuie wat die dorp se paaie gebruik, hoofsaaklik weens die groeiende vervoer en logistieke bedryf. As sodanig het die verhoogde instandhoudingswerke aan padgedeeltes spesifiek by kruisings waar hoë draaiaksies algemeen was, 'n hersiening van die huidige oppervlaktipe deur die betrokke departement veroorsaak. Die munisipaliteit het verduidelik dat in ingeslote plaveisel oor die algemeen meer duursaam is as asfalt plaveisel en vir etlike dekades kan hou met die nodige instandhouding. Dit word ook minder geraak deur weer en klimaatsveranderinge wanneer blootgestel word aan reën. Die jongste kruising wat gerehabiliteer moet word is die een by Hanna-Mopetani en 5de Straat Oos. Hierdie pad ontvang 'n groot volume swaar voertuie wat na die hawe en die nywerheidsgebied op pad is. Die volgende kruising wat broodnodige aandag gaan kry is die een by Agat en Volstruisstraat in Swakopmund. Voorheen het die paaie en bouafdeling die kruisings by Semnu-Jomelan en Hanna-Mopetani weg, die Dipo en Matenia Reiland en Circumferential weg, sowel as die Semnu-Jomelan en Kruisstraat kruising suksesvol gerehabiliteer. Die munisipaliteit het ook kusinwoners in kennis gestel van die gedeeltelike padsluiting van 'n 200 meter strek van die MR54 pad tussen Langstrand, Extension 1 en Extension 2 vanaf 8 tot 18 September weens 'n pypleidingsveranderingsoefening. Alle werke sal langs die pad wees en bestuurders word aangerei om versigtig in hierdie area te ry. Padgebruikers word versoek om streng by die verkeerstekens in die area te hou.
Kusinwoners sal natuurlik enige verbeteringe wat aan die paaie gedoen word waardeer. Bestuurders, ry asseblief stadiger en veiliger wanneer jy Langstrand nader. En dan ten slotte het Shahima Miller en Algero Wegskop het onlangs met die mejuffrou en meneer de Duine krone weggestap. Ons verslaggewer Frida Moloto het die geleentheid bygewoon.
Shahima en Algero het na vore getree as die helderste sterre van die skoonheidskompetisie met The Slayers of Eden as tema. Albei het die beoordelaars en die gehoor betower met hulle onberispelike modelvaardighede en verhoogteenwoordigheid op 'n glansryke en stylvolle aand. Miller het nie net die wendtitel ontvang nie, maar ook die mejuffrou Fotogenies en mejuffrou Kykerskeuse titels ingepalm. Sy het gesê dat sy geëerd is om die Duine sekondêre skool te verteenwoordig. Sy beskryf die ervaring as ongelooflik en beoog om die platform te gebruik om 'n positiewe impak te maak. Weskop het gesê die modelle het alles gegee en hy gaan die platform gebruik om sy medemaats te inspireer. 9 meisies en 4 seuns het om die gesogte titels meegeding. Lamies Lou en Zadie Olivier is onderskeidelik as die eerste vroulike en manlike naaswenners aangewys, met Peru Schiffer en New Abrams wat die 3de posisies ingeneem het. Wilhelmina Kavango is aangewys as mejuffrou persoonlikheid. Lucy Lucas, die geleentheidsorganiseerder, het gesê sy is besonder trots op al die deelnemers. Hierdie geleentheid het nie net ons studente se talent tentoongestel nie, maar het ook die belangrikheid van selfuitdrukking en selfversekerheid beklemtoon, het sy aangevoer.
En op daardie visuele vermaaklike noot sluit ons nuus vir vandag af.
Hallo kykers en welkom by vandag se episode van Erongo Top.
I'm your host Nicanor.
I am your host Frida Moloto.
I'm your host Johannes.
Sit gerus terug en geniet hierdie episode met ons.
We didn't count them out. We know they played against Grootfontein.
Die weer is mooi en Dis 'n eer om hier te wees.
Ondersteun ons. Ons gaan julle trots maak.
We are in Walvis Bay at the Dunes Mall. Very special occasion for a locally listed property company, Oryx Properties. With us, the CEO of Oryx Properties, Ben Jooste. Ben, thank you very much for joining us. Why are we at Dunes Mall in Walvis Bay? What is the big occasion?
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for having us. It's quite exciting. On the 1st of August, Oryx Properties acquired the Dunes Centre. We've been in negotiations with the previous sellers for quite a few years, and we are very happy to announce that we have now completed the transaction. And that is also a testament to us as a Namibian company, but also to the Namibian consumer, to indicate that this asset has been doing very well. Finally, this asset is back in Namibian hands, and that's the exciting bit for us today.
And the price tag of this transaction, 620 million Namibian dollars. That is a massive injection into Walvis Bay. Why Walvis? Why the coastal region?
So Oryx did quite an extensive analysis to see where we feel the economic growth is going to come from in the next few years. I think even if you take the stories that everyone's been talking about, the oil and the hydrogen type of stories away, if you look at this particular economy, if you look at the tourist sector, if you look at the mining sector, if you look at the residential demand, if you look at how good this asset has recovered since COVID versus some of the other regions, and then you start to look at real statistics coming out of the port, then you are very, very sort of confident about this region. And that's also why when we looked at this asset, there's some corresponding land next to this asset where we can further develop. We realize that this is definitely, one, an asset that we want to own, but also two, an asset with a lot of potential for the Walvis Bay economy.
That's very exciting news. Ben, coming back to the very financial side of things, earlier this week you released your year-end results. How does it look?
Yeah, so I think first and foremost, our shareholders are very much a combination of institutional, which is all of our pension funds, but also some retail investors. So through Oryx, you have the opportunity for every guy on the street to own a piece of real estate in Namibia. So that's pretty important. Our results, we've had a very good year, a solid year. Look, our returns increased sort of inflationary. But if you look at what's happened in terms of the property fundamentals this year, then we've absorbed a lot of costs which we didn't have in this year, which really relates to financial costs as interest rates have gone up. So whilst our finance costs have increased by more than 20%, we still provided some inflationary returns to our shareholders, and I think that's the solid returns that I'm referring to. From a profit perspective, we did exceptionally well. I think what we saw this year is our vacancies increased a little bit this year, which is not so positive, but we can now see retail starting to recover. We're seeing vacancies starting to reduce in all of our centres, and we are also seeing the consumer starting to spend again, yes, which is very nice. Yes. If you look from a tenant perspective, the last few years, the tenants have also been under quite a bit of pressure, but now we're seeing those turnovers increasing. We're seeing the footfall back in the malls, and that's a really good feeling for landlords.
Exciting times. Very glad to have a company like Oryx Properties in the Namibian market, investing in Namibia. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Welkom jullie, mijn naam is Brian Munango en ik is jullie aanbieder voor gooikolen. Dit is donderdagse sportstrip nu. Einde van hierdie programma zal ik en hoe om Frans te praten. Je m'appelle? Je bent?
Le jour.
Tu as reçu mijn kool.
Is dit nou onderbroek?
Blijf geschakeld. We zien jullie weer vrijdag volgende week.
Gooi kool!
Gooi kool!
And now for your fishing report. Anglers were once again confronted by freezing temperatures, strong winds and a heavy swell. These conditions were not ideal for the anglers, but nonetheless, the 4th Interclub Angling Competition was held at Oryx Bay. An estimated 200 anglers from 15 angling clubs across the country headed out to the hunting grounds. The sharks were biting in the early morning session, with the rest of the anglers that missed the bites having to resort to scratching together some kop and galjoen. Some big spotties were caught, with the average weight higher than normal. It is quite conspicuous that no cow sharks were caught, as these sharks usually prefer colder conditions. This is probably due to the high swell that kept them in the deep and unreachable water. The biggest shark of the day was caught by Morne Duplessis and weighed a very respectable 26.2 kilograms. The biggest edible for the day was caught by Burger van Tak and weighed 6 kilograms. Frikkie Ferreira of Walvis Bay Angling Club was the top angler for the competition with a weight of 38.1 kilogram. Rhino Eslan of Namik Park Angling Club followed in second position with a weight of 37.0 kilograms. Brian Curtis of Orca Angling Club with a weight of 32.2 kilogram finished in third position. The Penguin Angling Club anglers were in top form and clinched the first position, followed by Walvis Bay Angling Club in second position and Orca Angling Club taking the third position. Shane Milner had some good catches this past week, especially around the mile 8 area. He landed some decent blacktail and some young cop, with the sharks also readily taking this bait. He said that the area he fished was in front of the now non-existent toilet at mile 8. The spot is legendary and has given the shark anglers many big fish. If you'd like to fish this angling spot, it's about 50 meters to the north of mile 8 parking lot. The galjoen anglers reeled in some nice galjoen in front of Sam's house during the week in Henties Bay. Trappies also gave some decent numbers of galjoen, with the odd cop also taking white mussel. Not a bad call for this weekend to try these angling spots. Predictions are that anglers can prepare for another cold weekend, with some strong seas and cold winds expected. And that brings us to the end of today's fishing report.
Is net ons wat het voel, my broer, van niemand anders sien het. Discriminatie van die colours word gehelp van niemand. In 'n sondige lewe gebore in 'n minus. Kan miskien dis hoekom die drugs hierso in die tieners. Even die colored music kan toekenning wag in heaven. Bewys dit is myne wat iemand anders wen het. Ek sê nie ek is die beste nie, maar ek verdien erkenning. Of moet ek eers 'n image skryf soos oorlede Lennon? Ons almal ry nog op die gravel saam met ons learners. Is net sommige kinders ry nog op ietsie vinnig. Nou nog brothers wat glo hip-hop is levens dinge. Kom staan maar na die brother Bob, kom op ietsie inne. Van ver af lyk het soos die kringe van 'n usual sinne. Onthou dat's 9 voor hy 1 judging wysvinger. Vergiet van die beat oor die sinne, ek praat vinnig. Sinds in die jeug gaan net begin as dit begin hier binne.
Volkslied, gaan ons nooit saam opstaan. Sjelle prentjie met 'n ander naam. Volkslied, gaan ons dit net so aanvaar. Gaan het nog vir jare herhaal.
Elke krisis het ons ingelyn met 'n vrees. Met hy gedagte gaan het droog of nie droog wees. Ons was te swart vir 'n wit vir 'n Kersfees. Nou soos te wit vir skolle subs, 'n studiebeers. Ek besit 'n 50-inch color flat screen, maar is net wit en swart wat ek hierso buite sien. Gaan ons vir ewig net bly, die grade in between. Die liewe gaan verby in my brein like soos 'n routine. En ja, my mama, vir nou en dan se rou gesange. Is die verrange, ek se pa is vir haar belange. Ek weet nie of my woorde situasies gaan verander, maar Lia gaan onthou as ek nou wie so goeie lange en thuis vertel, nie aard so goed of al die geel. Sy moet gemakkelijk in het voel, maak die saak die veel. Sy word groot en reis is om word blootgestel en morgen oor morgen wil sy een saak by my op heel.
Volkslied, gaan ons nooit saam opstaan. Sjelle prentjie met 'n ander naam. Volkslied, gaan ons dit net so aanvat. Gaan dit nog vir jare herhaal.
Noem my een rebel, but never nie a politician. Cause my vision is die opposite van hulle mission. Julle vors ek moet vote, maar ek soek 'n reason. Hoekom kry my nasie so koud in Jacobedi season? Ha, Mr. President, kom jy betaal die rent. Nie van elke cent, ek vra net 1 of 2% van hy wet op vernietings van die kabinet. Laat hulle begin minder 'n slim papa skep. Take any time, HPCA is nog in die nood. En Save the Rhino Trust se ondersteuning is al groot. Wanneer maak hulle ook 'n kallet van die move op 'n shiny met hoop wat die dood baus behoort. Baas praat en julle luister elke woord. Baas vra en julle stryd beantwoord. Maar beloftes word van bo onder toegestoot. Die staatshospitale kom nou nog weg saam met moord. Volkslied wat hier geskied. Maak die saak wat hulle dink van hierdie vial. Hulle gaat my wiet. Volkslied wat hier geskied. Maak die saak wat hulle dink van hierdie vial. Hulle gaat my wiet.
Volkslied wat hier geskied. Maak die saak wat hulle dink van hierdie vial. Hulle gaan my wiet. Volkslied, is apart dan nog hier. Volkslied wat hier geskied. Maak die saak wat hulle dink van hierdie vial. Hulle gaan my wiet. Nie opgee nie. Volkslied, gaan ons nooit saam opstaan. Sjelle prentjie met 'n ander naam. Volkslied, gaan ons dit net so aanvat. Gaan dit nog vir jare herhaal. Volkslied, gaan ons nooit saam opstaan. Sjelle prentjie met 'n ander naam. Volkslied, gaan ons dit net so aanvat. Gaan dit nog vir jare herhaal.
En daarmee kom ons aan die einde van vandag se program. Volg ons natuurlik op Facebook en kyk na ons op DStv kanaal 285 en GoTV 25. Maar vereers groet ek julle tot volgende keer.